Hey everyone, Mike Miller with the Herald Times, columnist Jeremy Price, coming to you from Assembly Hall once again. New vantage point this time.
Yeah.
Right in the thick of it.
Yeah, we're wild and crazy tonight.
Actually, just up on press row here.
A couple of wild and crazy guys.
Our pals over at Inside Indiana took the center court seat, so we're gonna have a change of venue for this one. A 105-60 Indiana win over McNeese State. A whole lot to talk about in this one, not. No, this was well, it's not even the last of the cupcakes. You still have the pre-Christmas cupcake against Kennesaw State. Really, frankly, folks, there's not a whole lot here. McNeese State might be the worst team in the country. We said that about Alcorn State.
We were wrong.
We were wrong. McNeese State might be the worst team in the country. Between the shot selection...
If they're not, I don't want to see that team.
I weep for college basketball if they're not. Poor shot selection, turnovers, just everything bad teams do, basically, was McNeese State tonight. Indiana had, 5 scores in double digits, led by 24 points from James Blackman Jr. Thomas Bryant had, 18 in 21 minutes, along with 9 rebounds. So, basically, the story here is Indiana did what it was supposed to do, a 45-point victory against, again, probably the worst team in the country. So, until next time, folks, that'll do it. Jeremy, you wrote about this in your column. Really not a whole lot to take away from this one.
No, this was a take care of business kind of night, and little else to be said for it. I mean, there's no way you can take away anything significant, pro or con, from this game. I mean, the quality of the competition was such that you can't take much from it, and just simply, the mindset is not the same for this as what we're going to see next week against Notre Dame, as hard as IU might try, and they did a fairly good job of being focused and doing what they needed to do. But I'm not going to jump on too many criticisms, and I'm not going to jump on too many praises out of this one. It just kind of was. Yeah.
No, I think a 45-point margin of victory says kind of what it does about Indiana's focus. It came out here and did exactly what they're supposed to do. And again, now comes the hard part. Now comes Notre Dame. Really, Indiana's last opportunity to get that signature non-conference win heading into Big Ten play at the end of the month. After the Maui debacle, after Duke. This is a big one, and it comes after finals week here. So there's going to be a little bit of a downtime here. Indiana won't take the court again for another 7 days. But
I think that's a good thing, really, because I don't think it would serve Indiana any purpose to have another one of these cupcakes like Tuesday or Wednesday this week leading up to Notre Dame. And I think they're better off to spend 7 full days of preparation and getting ready and focusing in on whatever things they want to focus in on for this week, whether it's game plan specific or just improving those things that we've seen as flaws in the previous game leading up to this point.
Yeah, they'll be refreshed. I think the last 3, they got a 3-game winning streak suddenly again. Not a whole lot to write home about with that 3-game winning streak, but it's a winning streak nonetheless. Maybe that boosts some confidence to some little higher register there. I don't know, but they will be.
It beats the alternative. But
exactly.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Really grasping at straws here, Jeremy. Although I will say one really good thing tonight is the return of Juwan Morgan, who missed the previous 4 games after looked like an ankle injury in the UNLV game, the finale at Maui. Yeah. He checked in midway through the second half, 6 minutes, I think, overall. I'm trying to find him on the list here.
Yeah,
6 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds. So, kind of pedestrian numbers, but the fact that it's his first game, definitely intriguing that he kind of gives a little bit more depth at Indiana front line, especially moving forward, because they're going to need him.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out over the long term, and it's definitely for the long term. I don't know that you're going to see him, barring significant foul trouble. I don't know that you're even going to see him against Notre Dame next week per se. But he just sort of seemed to be starting to get it a little bit when he got hurt, and then obviously has had the last few weeks off. So the fact that he's just kind of back and getting into that rotation can provide a little necessary depth for Indiana on the front court, and he's got 5 fouls to use, if nothing else.
Exactly.
I mean, what are you going to do, put Tim Priller in?
Honestly, I should have put this in my story. They were calling for Tim Priller with, I think this was the earliest point in the season, around the 6-7 minute mark.
Yeah, so it was about 6.5 minutes left.
That's when they started calling for Tim Priller. And
he made it by, about 2 minute mark?
Around then, yeah. Which is also pretty early by Tim Priller standards.
And
actually played... Again, this might be more indicative of the level of competition, but the numbers in, 2 minutes are... 2 points? It was a free... 2 steals.
Points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals.
We just need to end this right now.
2s are wild for Tim Priller.
Good for him. saw more Harrison Nego, so just Ryan Burton was back. He was ill the other day against IPFW.
Yeah.
He's back.
Thomas Bryant saw the ball a lot tonight. I guess that was good.
I wouldn't have played Thomas Bryant, but
I mean,
played well.
I don't know if I'd have played it. What did he wind up playing?
21.
21 minutes? I guess that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. Other than that, I got nothing.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
If you watched the game, you saw what we did. There was nothing to see here.
There's
Just
nothing
move
to
along,
see.
folks. Just move along.
Yeah. We did see the Pinstripe Bowl trophy. That was here. We did
Yeah.
see that. That was more revelatory than the actual game, I think.
That was fun. Nobody dropped it.
Okay.
It's good.
That's good.
Let's go home.
Let's go home. Guys, it's Saturday night. Have a great night. We'll talk. We'll get back next week.
Yeah.
We got some stuff. Oh, hey, actually, I saw Grant Galen today. Went to South.
Oh, yeah,
Bend,
that's
saw
right.
that.
You did. I'd almost forgotten about that.
I almost did too. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very it wasn't a very good game for Grant. Although it was pretty interesting though. Kind of talking to him after the game, he's saying that he's seen a lot of different coverages from opposing teams now because he's kind of the guy on that Crown Point team. He's obviously the Big Ten guy, so teams up there really coming out targeting him. He saw box and one basically all day today against Warren Central. I think Warren Central won by 3, something like maybe 46-43. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was a 3-point victory for Warren Central in a game. I think they outscored Crown Point by 11-0 in the fourth quarter or something like that. But yeah, went up to see Grant Galen this afternoon. Off day for Grant Galen. I'd like to go see him again. But really, yeah, it was
We'll look forward to that. First, Mike will have
that
story.
next week. Yeah. We'll do a story on Grant Galen next week, just kind of checking in with him. And from there, we will carry ourselves into this finals week and touch a little bit on football too. So we should just end this.
We'll reconvene in Indianapolis next week.
We will. Thanks, guys.
Yep. See ya.